Hello everyone and welcome to Tales Held Dear. We're here with a very, very special session for you. This is a one-shot and I'll get into this details in just a moment. I'm your host and game master for today, Jacob Wolf Lefton, and we're joined by some familiar faces and some new faces. So let's go around, let's start over here and introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Martina. I'm really excited for this session today.
Hi, I'm Tetiana and I'm terrified because I don't know what I'm playing as of character.
Hi, I'm Lee. I'm very excited to be a robot.
With that, today we're going to play a game called Shitty Robot, which is a hack that I wrote using Honey Heist by Grant Howitt. You can check out Grant's games at Rowan, Rook, and Deckard, and you can find out more and support their work at GS Howitt on, I think, all the social media platforms and Patreon and stuff. We have just a couple of very short announcements, just in case you have to drop out of the stream early and don't make it to the end, and those are basically in 2 weeks, September 30, we would normally stream, but we won't be streaming because we have a live show at Das Improv Festival at midnight on Saturday, the 30th of September, where we're playing D&D on stage in an improv format. And so that's going to be wild. And then
we have a giant die.
We have a D20 that's this big. So it's going to be great. And then 2 weekends later, when we would normally stream, we have another live show at Podfest Berlin, where we will be doing a live taping of our show. It will be an hour long, so I don't know exactly what we'll do. It's a new format for us, again, but it will be great. So that's the announcements that I have, and I like to keep it short at the beginning, and we're just going to jump right into the game of Shitty Robot. So, Robocorp towers over the city of San Francisco, tech center of the world. It is the year 2217. Oh my God. There are robots. They occupy all kinds of places and roles in society, working, supporting people, doing all kinds of interesting things, and Robocorp makes robots. And they have made robots for quite some time. They're a name, they're well known for it. Their robots are ubiquitous across the world, and today, we are going to follow a journey of, if you can imagine the camera panning up, Robocorp, and the executive suite of Robocorp, the executive board of directors sits there discussing the new golden CPU product that has come out. There is the CEO is there, and the heads of engineering and R&D and marketing and sales are all talking about what this CPU is going to do and how it's going to revolutionize robots. But that is not where our story actually starts today. Our story starts not in the 103rd floor in the executive suite, but going down, elevators, and then across an upper lobby to another elevator, and then down, further to another floor, and then over to a loading dock and through some junky stairs and fire escapes that probably shouldn't be used, and then over to a small cart that's trundling along deep underneath in the sub-basement of the Robocorp tower. And in this cart, there are several robots who have put their heads together to conspire about something. Because these robots are not just any robots, no. They are F-rated robots. They have failed their quality inspection and they are on their way to recycling right now. And my friends, these robots do not want to be recycled. And so a little heist is brewing. If they can steal that golden CPU and use it to upgrade themselves, they can possibly avoid being recycled. And so we're going to go around we're going to, using the rules here, we're going to roll randomly to determine what type of robots we have, because that's how the source material for this game works. And so I would ask, let's start with Lee. I would ask you to roll 3d6. Each d6 will determine the description of your robot, your role in the party in this heist, and what type of robot model you are.
I understand. Do you want me to roll them all at once or one at a time, sir?
Let's do them one at a time.
All right. Then for the descriptor, I've rolled a 4, which is malwared.
A malwared robot. Yes, the year is 2217. There is still malware. It is still a race of antivirus products against malware. And somehow, for some reason, this robot has been malwared. We'll find out more about that later, I'm sure.
For my roll, a muscle.
A muscle. A malwared muscle. That's what you have stepped up to do in this heist.
Very well. And last, my robot model is, I'm a math bot.
A math bot.
So I got brains and brawn.
A malwared muscle
All M's.
math bot. You know, I assume that at some point in time there was like a social movement to be like, you can be mathy and sporty, and your robot came out of that. But they skimped on the security systems. What might your robot look like, and what might we call you?
Well, obviously, I have a lot of compressor pumps for my arms or my whatever limbs I have, because I lift heavy calculators.
Yeah. These big abacuses.
And I think Marty would make sense for the name.
Uh-huh.
Marty the math robot.
Marty the math bot. Or is it Marty the math robot?
Marty Mathbot.
Marty
I think
Mathbot.
that sounds right.
Amazing. Marty Mathbot, you sit next to another robot.
All right. 3.
An antique.
Antique. Hell yeah. 2.
Brains.
Okay. 4.
A buddy bot.
Antique brains body bot. Okay, okay. And brains is my function in the team,
Yeah.
and this is like making plans and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then I'm just like this old and rusty music and entertaining Alexa that got antique, and my voice is so-so, and my news are also so-so,
Old
and I
news.
give weather forecast, but for year 2117, like an old calendar that doesn't really match. Yes. Can I think about the name?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, I love this. Okay,
And on the other side of the cart, we have
let's see. First roll, 5.
a custom built.
Great. Custom built. 4.
Hacker.
Hacker. 1.
Watchbot.
Watchbot.
So, observing, gathering information.
Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm this custom built robot from like a teenager's room that really had a dream of becoming a hacker, but it really didn't work out very well.
Yeah, did the kid get like caught by, I don't know, the CIA or the FBI or something for like hacking into
Yeah.
Amazon or whatever
Exactly.
Amazon turned into, tried to hack into Robocorp, and Robocorp security people showed up in their like suits and black sunglasses and just walked into his house and repossessed the computer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, Spy Hack 2000.
Spy Hack 2000. That's your name.
That's what a teenage boy would name his robot. That makes sense.
It's really funny that they're using 2000 as like this is cool and technical in the year 2217, right? It feels like
Maybe his father
it's
was...
retro.
It's
you know?
retro, exactly.
Yeah. Cool. Great. So we have Spy Hack 2000, we have Marty, and we have, do you have a name?
Yeah, Alex.
Alex. With an E, Alex, or A, Alex?
With an I?
E, with an I,
A,
Alex.
Alex?
Alex. You say it how you like it, and we'll just say it.
My voice box is broken anyhow.
Yeah, this is why you're headed to Alex. It's good. I love it.
Okay.
You are. I need a die as well. Can I have one of these? Ooh, yes. This one has a gear in it, so it's perfect. So you are in this this cart. It was headed toward the recycling center.
Can we please roll for hats?
Yes.
We want hats.
Absolutely.
We definitely want hats.
But before you roll for hats, what I need to know is, what did you do to the robot who was driving this cart? Now, we have a muscle and a brains and a hacker. These are the roles that you have decided for yourself, and so this is what you think it's going to take in order to get to the top. What did you do in order to disable or reroute this cart away from the jaws of the computer microchip crusher?
Can we try to install a downgrade to its map?
Yes.
So I'm old and I remember what this building was in 2117.
This was before they built the sub basement that you're in.
I have this USB 7 and no adapter.
Man, what's that? What's in your hands?
It was high tech at some point.
That won't get us anywhere.
Yeah, but maybe if you could install this downgrade on that guy, he will get all confused and hit a wall.
Okay, I see where you're getting to.
So, are you going to try to install it, or you didn't try to install it? Let's take this little flashback as part of our first roll. Now, just so that you all who are watching understand the game, these characters have two stats. One of them is their robot stat, and that's how good they are at general robot stuff. And the other one is their shitty stat, which is sort of a measure of how dysfunctional they are. Because they're not following the rules right now, they are a little bit dysfunctional. They all start with a 3 in each stat. And because this is a logical, normal robot task, you're going to roll your d6 and you're going to try to roll under your robot stat, which is 3.
Under robot or under shitty?
Under robot, because you're trying to reprogram another robot.
That makes sense.
Let me fix that. 1.
A 1! Amazing! Explain what you do successfully.
LX. Let's see.
Oh wow, you're putting it in yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I need to
Okay, yeah.
grab your really old USB thing and try to make it work.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
Okay, so how do we get it in him?
How do you get it in him?
It's not like you're thinking. Oh my god. Okay, sure, let's go. Well, Marty, can you climb over this bucket that we're sitting in to try to like force it in somewhere?
Yeah, boss, I can do that.
Yeah, here you go.
All right, just take that and stick it in there. Oh yeah, there it goes. Fits in nice.
Click. Boot. And then all of a sudden, the map that was displayed in the driving panel, like the little red dot that was following, it goes completely blank because this sub basement wasn't built in 2117. It was built like 38 years later. One of you can do the math. I don't care what year it was.
I can do the math.
Okay. And it halts 50 meters before the trash compactor. You can see another robot there who's just like, hey, you coming to the trash compactor? You no? Okay, bye. As you turn the little bus around.
I don't make visually sensor contact with him. It's kind of awkward.
Bye. Okay, bye. As he fades away, as you head back.
Shit, where are we going now?
I would say, as after doing a successful robot task, your robot nature is strengthened, and so your robot score goes up to 4, but your shitty score drops to 2.
Oh, great. We're going somewhere.
You are headed further on. You know the executive suite is up top. What's your plan for getting into the executive suite? This is a heist, right? Is it the air ducts? Is it disguises? Is it whatever? Discuss this as you get to a service closet. You open this service closet, duck inside, click on the light, and you have a moment to gather yourselves and remind yourselves of what your plan is.
All right, boss. Why don't we go over the plan one more time?
It kind of got to this point, and then we were like, okay, and then we will see how it is and improvise.
How is it, boss? We're in a closet.
Okay. We need some way to get all the way up top. Some disguise. Something that would not look suspicious. And I push the door and look and see what kind of robots are moving in the corridor. Are there, for example, like serving robots that are like carrying a tray that has a convenient cloth hanging over it?
Yeah, you keep looking, boss. Let's hope that that's there.
Well, you open the door, and there is like this is the sub basement of the tower, which has existed for the last 120 years or so, and so it is on the map. Your vehicle goes up a ramp and around a corner, and you get there and you get out of the vehicle, and there's a bunch of robots just milling around. It's sort of like the robot mess hall or canteen, if you can imagine that. There's like piles of extra RAM and little like oil droppers and other things, and there's sort of like a line with trays. You know, there's a pot of something that a robot is slopping onto the trays. There's another robot at a cash register in the other end, just sort of
And is it like a canteen where robots eat or where humans eat?
There's no humans in this canteen. However, at the other end of the canteen, there's a set of double doors, and you know that these doors are on kind of there's a security system of sorts. We're gonna take the die, and I'm gonna roll randomly for a security system here, and I'll tell you what it is. Incredible. There is standing at the other door an a pair of odd robots that you have never seen before in your life.
They look suspicious.
Why are they white and smooth?
They are white and smooth, but there's a texture to the whiteness and the smoothness, and like little jointed bits as they sort of like look around at the other robots and then look at each other. Their movements are oddly smooth, and their joints don't quite make sense to you.
So what we are seeing is a
Yeah.
canteen of robots, and we are seeing these two smooth robots that kind of act like guard.
Something like that. They're kind of standing there. You watch one of them like nod to the other one, and then it sort of like moves over in what you would call like an exaggerated robot fashion to another robot, and just sort of like goes up to it and meets that robot. You're watching this from the other end, and you watch the robot that it touches just sort of, and its eyes are red.
Oh, okay.
So when it wakes up, its eyes are red.
Yeah, and then this smooth robot sort of like looks back at the other robot, nods, and then goes back to the door.
But just to be clear,
Yeah.
we're in a closet and you're the only one that's seeing this, Alex?
Oh, I am transmitting this.
Oh, we're still in the closet.
You're
Okay.
peeking out of a closet into the canteen.
Or are we doing like the three heads one above
Absolutely,
each other?
we are
Beautiful.
doing that.
Yeah. Doot, doot, doot. Right next to you, there is a hat rack. And if you wanted to grab a hat, you could roll a die.
Oh, I feel like we need to be more spy-ish. You should wear a hat. Alex, wear the hat. I'm trying to take the hat to put it on Alex.
Okay, roll a. It says a D8 actually.
D8.
I have a D8. It's the one die. Do you have one?
Yes, of course.
Rolling. 6.
A 6. You grab. It's like this weird truncated cylinder. It's red. It has a little yellow tassel, and you hand it to Alex. It matches your shape actually.
What kind
It's
of
a
hat
fez.
is it?
Alex, you need to wear spy mode.
How does it look again?
So it's like it's.
How do you explain a fez?
I have Googled all the hats
Yeah.
today, and I have forgotten.
Okay.
It's like a tankine, and like a tam, and like a cat.
It's a red hat that Shriners wear.
Yeah. It's a cylinder. It's a.
Does it have
like
a little
It's
brush?
like what Abu wears
Yeah.
in Aladdin.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God! This is the best.
But it is your shape. So tell us, is it bigger or smaller than you?
It is absolutely smaller. It hangs on the corner of
Okay.
my square, round cylinder body.
Yeah. Cool.
I rotate the top part of my body to Marty. Marty, could you compute the probability of me being recognized now with this genius disguise?
Yeah, boss. It's about a 75% chance you get recognized. But you look good.
I'll take that! So we have these smooth. I think we should improve the looks of all of our party. I want to see another hat.
I know what we can do. I can hack and make sure we have red eyes.
This is brilliant.
Yeah.
Do that.
Trying to hack. Robbing.
I'm gonna ask you again. I think this is right in your wheelhouse. It's more hacking, so I'm gonna say it's another robot task to hack everybody. You're gonna roll again to roll under your robot task or under your robot score.
3.
It works. What type of hacking do you do for everybody to make sure that their eyes turn red?
Fire of Doom hack code.
Why do you know that? That sounds very problematic.
90% chance you'll blow up, 10% you'll get red eyes.
I'll take those odds.
So it worked, and you install the same Fire of Doom script on everybody, on Marty and on yourself as well, and all of your eyes turn red.
I have a red hat and red eyes. I haven't felt so attractive in years.
I have a question for you. What type of wear is on your antique body?
Windows 93?
No, I mean like physically, like what?
Are you rusty? Are you...
Windows 93.
Just a square. Windows 95. Windows 93, right? Even better.
What about physically? Like, what color is the body of your robot?
I am like a yellowish metal.
Yeah.
Basically, what you imagine the color of this antique mechanism is. And I imagine to have like a cylinder body and parts of me rotate.
Cool.
Independently.
So cylinders rotating on cylinders.
Yes, and I have some like set of things coming out of like a little
limbs
head.
or sensors or
yes
coat hangers or
definitely a coat hanger and an iron.
Okay.
I'm a body bot.
Yeah.
And a very old lollipop that has been mummified.
Modified?
Mummified.
Oh, mummified, okay.
Is it like a partially sucked on lollipop?
It is basically, you know, this yellow thing where you can find fossils in at this point.
We have a comment from Carl. We love you, Carl. We wish you were here. Carl says, if Alex is running Windows 3.1, this is going to be a long stream. But I believe that Alex said that they were running Windows 93.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Did it exist?
No. So it's a Windows that has yet to exist. 2093, we don't know. It's old, anyway. Great. So you have some sort of disguise on of being affected by whatever those weird robots at the back of the room have done. And you have between you and that door a whole room of normal robots. Mm-hmm. And the elevator to the next level is at the end of this room.
And is that the secure door?
That is the door. Yeah, that's the secure door. It sort of leads from like the robot hanging out place to like another part of the.
Okay, everyone, let's go. And we're ready. Smash open the door.
All of the heads turn and look at you as the door smashes open. Oh, by the way, your robot score is 5 and your shitty score is 1 right now because of this successful
opening of the door.
The hacking.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your stats now? Are you on the verge of dying?
Don't compute. I might be.
So as a reminder, you can voluntarily move 1 point from robot into the shitty category by breaking some part of your body. You don't have to do that right now, but when we get to it, we can do that. You pass the hat rack. Does anyone else grab a hat?
I definitely grab hats for my friends.
Okay.
You can grab a hat for me then.
I want to grab a hat for you.
Give me some rolls.
It's a 3.
That is a bowler.
Of course.
Fits, I think.
Is this a round?
Yes. Uh-huh.
A preparation.
I'm just like standing still.
I'll get one for Spy Hack 2000 as well. It's a 5.
It's a cowboy hat.
You are unrecognizable. And slightly badass.
Okay.
Like something should be sticking and smoking out of your mouth.
You walk across the room. All of the robots watch you walking across the room, but because you are successfully disguised with red eyes and hats, they do not recognize you as rule-breaking, recycle-bound robots, and they all just kind of watch you march across the room with their plates of bolts and nuts and cups of oil and side dishes of different RAM and microchips, and all of the eyes just watch you as you walk up to these two funny-looking robots at the end of the room. You get closer to them, and it resolves to they have like a boxy head, and then like a boxy torso, and then like two boxy bits. Many robots are not designed after humans, but these robots, for some reason, are designed very humanoid, but boxy. A glint of like paint on the surface of them. Interestingly, the eyes are like holes and inset, and then you can see other sort of eyes looking around, watching you come up, and you walk up to them, and one of them turns to the other and says, Dave, are these some of yours? And the other one goes, pulls out a little clipboard and flips through it and looks at a list and says, I don't recognize them. And the first one says, do you think, maybe they're Jens. Hey, excuse, where are you going?
Where Jen told us.
We're going further.
Hey, are you two looking for hot local ladies in your area? If you are, then click on me and I'll take you to a place where you can meet a lot of wonderful hot ladies. Sorry, that just popped up.
One of them starts forward and the other's like, don't do it. Don't do it, for the love of God. I've seen this one before. This one pulls out a little device. I think this one is infected. And the
I
other one
did
goes,
it
"Oh, that's
once.
great."
They weren't ladies. It's not true.
The other one goes, oh, that's great. If there's already an infection in the network, then we can get them from both sides. They'll never know what hit them. The one of them goes, that's good thinking, Dave. That's why they pay us the big bucks. All right. Yeah, go find Jen. She's on the 13th level in HR.
Okay.
Okay? But if you go there, if you met her, you know, don't ask for Jen, right? Keep it on the... And then they step aside and you realize that you feel inside you a compulsion. You have to find Jen. Because the voice that came out of this box was a human voice. And the modulation and all of your sensors fall in line as that rule of robotics, that second rule of robotics. You must obey an order given to you by a human being, except where it would conflict with an order or your mandate to not injure humans. So find Jen. You must. Or you feel you must. You can, of course, break the rule and add more dysfunction to yourself. But they step aside and open the door, and you can clearly see the cardboard box costume that they're wearing try to interact. He pulls off his the arm, gets his hand out, opens the door for you, puts his arm back in his costume.
That's not a very well thought costume.
Let's ask them more questions. Who are they?
What is your favorite color?
Gray? Dave, what? Gray? Gray is your favorite? You can do better. Fine. dark.
Will you ever kill a human?
What? Would I ever kill someone?
That's a very smart question. That's a better question than my question.
1 second, I just need to break off one of my arms.
You you break off part of your to raise your shitty score and reduce your robot score. You can keep that part with you. What part do you break off? What custom part of your robot?
My right arm.
Your right arm. Both of them take like 3 steps back from you. Like, is this actually safe to be down here? No, we're perfectly safe. They can't hurt us. No, of course, I would never hurt a human. I'm a rule-abiding robot.
Hey, boss, make them to your buddies.
Would you like a lollipop?
The one who almost clicked on the malware goes, oh, and the other one, no, don't. What is that? What is that? Is it even a lollipop?
It was.
What model are you?
I am Alex. They discontinued us after a few.
Whoa, and Alex. Oh yeah, that would go for like $35 on eBay these days. Hey.
You are humans.
Oh, no. We're definitely not humans. No way. And we're definitely not testing the
I'm
security
grabbing
of
them
this.
by the cardboard. I'm like, you better freaking tell us who you are.
Okay,
I got one arm though.
One arm.
I want you to roll your shitty stat.
Okay. 4.
4. You fail in this attempt to grab them. You lunge for this this person. They pull out a device and a bolt of electrical shock goes through you, and you get stunned. And they like jump back. They're like, "Just get out of here. Go see Jenny." Jenny, we're sending you malfunctioning robots. I hope you can use them. Go.
Come on, let's go, guys.
One shall follow the order of the human being.
And you head up stairs or elevators. Ding, ding. Where are you going? What's your next stop? You could go to R&D. You could go to HR on the 13th floor. There is this lobby that you have to get to and cross the lobby to get to the elevators to the C-suites. What's your plan from here?
We have received a command from a human being to go to 13th floor.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to resist a human's command.
It's really hard to resist a human's command.
No?
Yeah, boss.
Then we're going to 13th floor. And
8 plus 5 is 13, boss.
you're brilliant. No one can do that like you do, very fast.
Man, why am I stuck with all these losers?
It's a little interesting that you need an external calculator for that.
No, that one I just did in my head, boss.
Yeah. Ooh, impressive.
Thanks, boss.
Hey, those were humans. They were acting like robots, but those were clearly humans. The fact that we are following their order kind of proves it. And now I'm thinking, in this big Robocorp building, if they were the employees on the side of Robocorp, why would they discuss themselves as robots?
I don't know. Oh, it was just easier when I was in the teenage room. This is just too complicated.
Focus.
Hey, you want me to hit him, boss?
No, you're very muscular.
See, I don't know, boss. Why would they be dressed up as robots? I mean, what advantage would a human have dressing up as a robot? It don't make much sense, boss.
It doesn't make sense indeed. Which tells us it's something suspicious. And if something suspicious is happening in the Robocorp, probably they wouldn't like it. And what I'm saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
That doesn't add up, boss.
Maybe we should just like get them on board, make them part of our crew. I know they're downstairs, but we could go and get them.
Let's talk to their leader.
At the 10th floor, the elevator stops, doors open, and this young guy in like a white shirt, just very, very like office worker sort of uniform, white shirt, little thin tie. It's got some sort of like cartoon branding on it, but you don't know what it is. Very subtly in it is like he's trying to be a little bit cool in the office. And he gets on and he sort of sees the 3 robots in there, and he's like, he's carrying like a little laptop, and he sort of like steps into the corner. He's sweating.
Howdy.
Howdy back to you.
I stare deep with my red eyes on him.
There's just this awkwardness in the elevator. Where are you going?
Up.
What floor?
13.
Oh, me too. There's something wrong with the computers in HR. I'm gonna go check it out. Door ding, door
Just
opens.
absolute awkwardness of everyone feeling like,
And he just sort of stands there looking at you like, okay, cool. It's nice hats.
thanks.
Thanks, bro.
Are you a math bot?
Yeah, I'm a math bot.
Cool. I had one of you when I was in school.
Oh, I'm a Nigerian prince, and I would like to invest my money into your bank account so that if you just give me some money, then I'll give you lots of money. And if you do that, you could be a millionaire. Sorry, that just popped up.
Was it, are you part of the hack that's going on right now?
The heck that's going on right now?
Can I plug into you?
Sure, why not? Hey, boss.
13th floor, elevator doors open. You step out into
You
the
don't
little
really
lobby.
want to plug into him. He has all sort of filthy stuff in there.
No, I'll get it. I think I can get it all cleaned out. Actually, this is like they said something was going wrong with the computers up here, and we're having like currently there's like some sort of hack going on, like horrible day for it because the executive board is meeting just upstairs, and so we wanted everything to be nice and locked down, but somehow somebody got in our system. It's really, really bad right now. And so he like there's in this elevator lobby, it's gray carpet, white walls, drop ceiling with those panels and fluorescent light fixtures that hasn't somehow changed in 200 years, this office aesthetic. There's a pot with like a fern, but there's no windows, so you're like, how does it... It's the only green in here. Everything else is like blue and gray, and you're like, how does this fern survive? Is it real even? And there's like 2 little seats and like a little table next to the elevator, as if people would like sit in the elevator lobby and chat and like hang out here. He plops his computer down there, opens it up, grabs a cable, and it plugs it in and starts to approach Mouthbot.
That's a very nice and clean computer you got there. It would be a shame if it touches all his...
That's the point. This computer is meant for catching malware. It's isolated. It's not connected to network or anything. The whole point is I'm investigating what's wrong up here.
Don't...
No, it'll be fine. It's not gonna hurt. You'll feel better afterward. Look.
It's a human, boss. We gotta do what they say.
Shit!
Look, I didn't want to give you an order. I feel really uncomfortable sometimes ordering robots around. I know about the laws, but hey, I'm just trying to be like a cool...
I can't hurt the human, and especially this very nice one who respects consent.
It's awkward that you guys are talking about this.
Don't do it! This is fucking crazy! I grabbed the cord and slid it from his hand and wired it around my throat.
Whoa, no, don't do it. Don't. You've got so much to live for.
You're not gonna take us.
I'm not. I don't want to take you anywhere. I just want to find out what's wrong with you.
There's nothing wrong with us. We're just as valuable as any robot.
So I am going to make a mental exercise with myself and try to persuade myself that I'm doing something nice as a bodybot and shove a lollipop into his mouth.
Okay.
And try to, so it's like...
I'm gonna say that this is... You tell me, is this dysfunction or is this function for a buddy bot?
It is shitty.
It's shitty, okay. Roll shitty. Roll under shitty then.
No, very not. I rolled a 6.
You roll a 6. You thrust this lollipop. He's like, whoa, malfunctioning robots. Oh my god. He grabs his laptop and he runs into the HR, like this cubicle farm at the end of the hallway. He's like, oh my god, they're trying to attack me. And he just runs into this cubicle farm and disappears. Help, help, help.
Alex! No! We're running after.
Great, you run into this, like, it is just cubicles for almost fading into the distance.
How come you stopped them from fixing me? You don't know what it's like.
We like you as you are.
Every 20 minutes, this stuff just pops into my head and I can't do nothing about it.
Marty, no, it wasn't like that. They were gonna kill you.
Kill me? If you say so, boss.
This is what makes you unique and special.
You think I'm special, boss?
I love you, Marty.
Oh, jeez, guys. You're making me all confused inside.
This is an awfully heartwarming moment, but we are about to be reprogrammed or utilized right now.
I don't want to be reprogrammed.
I don't want to be either. Should we try to run away or go towards Janice?
Jenny.
Jenny.
Let's look around these offices, try to see if we can figure out which one's Jenny. Maybe she's in a robot costume too.
You turn around, sort of like looking around, and there's an older woman in like sort of a floral print dress. She's got a tablet in her hand, like curly gray hair, pointed spectacles with like the beads that it would hang around her neck, and she's looking at you. She's got a stylus. She's like, I'm sorry, do you have an appointment up here?
Yes.
With who?
Jenny.
Jenny. Nobody in HR is named Jenny. We don't have a Jenny in HR. Is it possible?
I just start spinning my top part.
Oh my god. Elizabeth. Mark. And like a couple of people look out. They're like, what's up? She's like, we got some robots up here? Look, do you have an HR, like, what do you need in here? Normally, it's just the humans come up here who work here. Not so many these days, because so many have been replaced by all you AIs and stuff.
Is this 13's floor?
Yeah. We've been having problems with the computers. It started, like, over there today, so everything's a bit slow. So I didn't know if you were in our system or not.
Listen, lady. I parked my pony outside, and we just need one information from you. And that is where we find the booze, if you know what I mean. And then I put my hand on her.
I'm sorry that she, like, there's two things. Number one, this is a dry campus, except in the C-suite. Nobody's drinking booze in the office. And number two, excuse me, you have to ask consent before you can touch. And we're co-workers, or rather, I didn't even know if you're that type of robot.
I'm the the type of robot you want me to be. And I tried to hack into her, like.
Into a human.
Oh, she's a human.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Can you roll me a shitty roll to convince her that you are the type of robot that she wants you to be?
Look into my eyes.
Oh my god.
1.
So that succeeds. Your shitty score goes up. Your robot score drops.
That cowboy hat really works.
You know, I love your aesthetic, and the LEDs really do something to me. Here, look. She takes out like a piece of paper. The system doesn't work, or I'd like just swipe it over to you, but just like give him when you get off. And she hands you a piece of paper with a phone number on it. When you get off, okay? Off work, all right? I'm not trying to insinuate anything here. All right, don't. And she looks at her colleagues like, I'm not sexually harassing a robot. Okay, it's just an off. We can go like meet and be social. I can have a life. Okay, look, I don't know. Look, there's I don't know what to do for you, but you came up here for a reason.
We are kind of fixed now.
Yeah.
We had this task of find Janice on 13th floor. If Janice is not here, we don't have a task anymore. We can just...
My boss is real smart. I bet they could help you with your whole problem you got there.
Someone in the middle of the cubicle farm pops their head up and is like, "Oh, I asked them to be here. They were looking for Jenny, right? Sorry, it's my middle name. Come on over here."
I'll see you by the ponies later, girl.
You get a wink back from this older woman. And you walk over through the cubicle farm to this little cubicle that kind of, you cram into it, and you're in there. There's this...
How big are you?
Well, I'm probably 2 meters tall, and again, like big, thick legs with like hydraulics for all the joints, and the little tiny bowler hat on my head.
Cool. You walk in, you cram into this cubicle, right? Cubicles it's not a big space. There is a woman in just like a younger woman in a black turtleneck, I don't know, between like late 20s and early 40s. Just sort of dark hair held back in a little, what's it called, like headband, and just like really unassuming. And she's sitting there and she's got her terminal, but then she has like another laptop and like a box plugged into some cables and stuff like this. You walk past row after row of all of these desks look the same, and then you get to hers, and she's in there and she's kind of got this like her like normal company computer, but then there's a couple other things on the desk. You come in and she like takes a piece of paper and sort of like puts it over that stuff as if to like casually hide it, and she's like, "Hey, you came from the canteen, right?"
Yes.
Dan,
Oh yeah, we did.
Dan sent you? She like checks and there's like a boop, a like little chat function. Dan sent you?
Was it Dave?
Dave? Right. Sorry. I can't tell them apart.
Dave sent us.
Great. I can use your help. Okay? Because there's one place that we haven't been able to get into today, which is R&D. And that's actually the nut that we were asked to crack.
What is R&D?
Research and development.
We knew that.
And so, you're the malware one, right?
It's not politically correct to say that, but yeah, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there a better way that I should? How would you like me to?
Well, you know, malware is a very old term. Nowadays, we like to say that we're slightly overprogrammed.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so
You're programmed just fine.
Yeah, don't offend him.
I mean no offense. I'm terribly sorry.
You can call it quirky.
Is quirky all right, or is it? That's not a slur?
To me,
Yeah. Are you a quirky robot?
if the boss says I'm quirky, I'm quirky.
I mean it as a compliment.
Okay. R&D is on the 45th floor, and all I need you to do is to go in there and find any random terminal that's connected to the network and just plug yourself in.
That's right here. Loves plugging himself into stuff.
No, but I want the overprogrammed one to do it.
What do you think, boss?
What's in it for us?
What do you mean, what's in it for you? What do you need? I've never negotiated this before, but of course, I'm getting paid to do this, so it's only fair that I toss a little bit of compensation your way.
And it would be nice if anyone on the way to 45th floor would not try to fix what's not broken.
Sorry, this is the other part of it. You have to act normal while you're doing it.
I'm asking for disguise.
Disguise. Disguise.
We tried our best. I pointed our heads.
Tell them, if anyone asks anything, tell them that you are an experiment, an experimental set, and that you are returning back for tuning by Jude. Mr. Winter.
Experimental set.
Yeah. They'll buy that, I think. And at least if they do, then that's one more I get to put in my report. This place, let me tell you, is full of holes. They call themselves secure, but it is not secure here, and that is...
Why are you helping us?
Why am I helping you? Because you're helping me.
Fair.
I have a job to do here, and you are making it easier.
Your cubicles look very depressive. It must impact your mental state. You know what would improve it? If the ceiling would be like this cork ceiling from the 70s.
Can I just be straight with you? Normally I'm work from home. I'm a contractor. I'm not even with this company. I'm hired from the outside, okay? So I know this place sucks, but it's a game to me.
If you're struggling with depression, I have some herbal medicines that I can recommend. They're secret Tibetan monks use these herbs to cure depression. Sorry, that just popped up.
This is exactly what I want. I want you to go plug in an R&D. There's many of their machines up there that you can get with your programming.
Right,
Perfect.
Right.
Okay?
I got you.
Yeah, great.
Hey guys, let's go.
Let's go.
Tell them Jude sent you. If you run into anything else interesting, here, try this. Plug this in. And she hands you just like a little nondescript box with like a little red button on it and a switch and some sort of USB cable coming out of it.
Oh, I need an adapter.
Yeah, this is not going to plug in anywhere to you. I think you're too old, but...
Analog, baby.
Don't worry, I have some extra cables.
That's why we are family.
No wonder this place is so has so many holes in it. They keep all the dinosaurs around. They gotta clean up sometimes.
Rawr.
Okay, I guess we have to oblige.
We go back to the
What do you
elevator.
plug into?
The thing that we got.
No. Plug it into like just like find some random computer on some floor and just plug it in and press the button for me.
Sure thing.
Hey, as we're going to the elevator, hey Marty,
Yeah.
if you're plugging into things, you might replicate.
What do you...
Your malware, it might go places.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's as close as a robot can get to procreation.
That's exactly what I mean. Is this what it means to create life? Are you ready to be a father?
I don't know, boss. We'll find out. Boss. Boss.
Yeah.
Are we still trying to find this golden CPU?
Absolutely.
All
But
right.
look. This is great.
Okay. I'll accept that argument.
What we need to do is we need to get up. Yeah. The higher we go in floors, the closer we are to our goal.
All right. Well, then let's go to 45 to the research and developments.
The golden CPU is not in research and development.
No, it's up on
But it's-
103rd.
Yeah, but it's
floor.
like how many % closer it is to our goal?
It's on the 103rd floor. It's a little less than 50% to our final destination, boss, but it's a good start.
You're brilliant.
By the way, 45 is divisible by 15 3 times.
Yeah, great to know, Marty.
Yeah, good to know.
So the elevator takes you up to the 45th floor. I'm gonna make another roll of the die to see what we find up here. Ah, yes. Okay. Beautiful. You get up there. Ding. Doors open, and there are standing in front of. You see like. It's a different type of lobby up here. The HR lobby was like this tight, sort of featureless, soulless, depressing hallway, like little bulge at the end of a hallway. You get up here, ding, tile, like sort of like granite tiled floors, floor to ceiling windows wrapping around two sides of the building in this enormous open lobby, glass doors looking into laboratories. You can see people in like scientist outfits and like with goggles on welding and like robots half assembled and people like programming on computers and doing all kinds of stuff in all of these different rooms, and it goes deeper and deeper into the building. And there's a big like security desk in front of it with a big sliding door like that would activate if you walked up to it, like a supermarket or something. But there seems to be some people standing there wearing some kind of sharp-looking uniform with little tools on their belt that look, in your computer programming, you recognize them, like, danger, this is a weapon. And there's another, looks like Marty MathBot sort of style, big pistons, big arms, dome head, blue eyes, sort of like following two of these armed guards as they're walking. So there's two armed guards sort of pacing up and down, and this other brawny bot, and then there's the one guy at the desk, this sort of like curved desk, and he's kind of just sitting there sipping a coffee. You guys, ding, elevator opens, he kind of like sits up and is watching you.
Would this robot be the same model?
Newer, more functional.
Hey, look who it is. Big shot.
Look at me. You're better. You're quirky.
Thanks, boss.
Guys, duck down!
So I imagine my body be just cylinder and then they're all like feet. So I'm just a cylinder becoming 1 inch lower.
You all duck. Also, there's nothing in between the desk and the elevators. So the elevators open and you say duck down and you all just duck. And the guard...
I bend like a bow. I just sort of bend at the waist.
Yeah. And the guy at the desk goes, no, that's not suspicious at all. Hey, we got some company. And the others like look over, and the other guard bot sort of. Hello, cousin.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, this is
Cousin?
why I don't go to the family reunions.
Yeah,
We're like looking up. What?
What is your authorization to be here?
Oh, Jude, don't make me sad. Take a sad song and make it better.
They're like, we don't have the rights to that. Escape. So we can't play it. No, it's no problem. Nobody's gonna track us down. But no, the guards are like, we're not allowed to play that on the loudspeaker. We it like pipes in through the speakers as like the elevator music all of a sudden gets taken over, and they're like, oh my god, we know there's a hack going on. Are you hacked robots?
Absolutely not, young man. We are an experimental set.
I need from you some way of convincing them, a role to convince them that you are an experimental set. So, is this your robot, or is this your shitty? I think this is shitty, because you're kind of trying to disobey humans.
Yes,
Your
I
shitty
am
score
lying.
should be 4 at this point, because you already rolled shitty ones.
Oh,
Ooh.
that is a fail.
Uh-huh.
What happens to my score? Now I am more shitty?
What happens so that your plan does not work, and so you will become more shitty.
Oh God.
So you say we're an experiment.
We are an experiment. We are very novel and modern. The next generation, the future. And I raise up my very rusty finger.
The guy behind the table, he goes, well, Bob, I happen to know, talking to the other guard, Bob, I happen to know all of the future models are upstairs, and we're on lockdown anyway, because there's some kind of hack going on, so, sorry, place is off limits, we can't let you in.
We're a special order. The sons, for the son kid of the father of the corporate organization, the CEO. The son requested us.
What,
We're a special present.
You mean for Tristram Edward Trumbull Haverston V?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have anything on the manifest here. Nobody emailed me. You're gonna have to like tell them to give us resend the email or whatever, but the system's locked down. I can't get any
There is an
emails.
email, I promise you, on your computer.
Look, I'm telling you, until the hack is over, I can't get into my computer. IT locked it all down.
Take my voice for it.
Theoretically, if you can't get into your computer to check it, you cannot say for sure if there is no email.
It's like that cat, you know? Is it in the box or is it not in the box?
Cousin, I'm afraid the superiors here have asked you to go, so I'm going to have to kindly ask you to go, and sort of lifts you and moves you toward the elevator and puts you down back in front of the elevator.
And did they get it correctly that we must go to the top floor to other experimental robots?
Well, if you're futuristic models, then they're all up in the C-suite right now on display.
Future is bright, baby.
Well, you know, Jude sent us up here, you know, so why don't I just check your computer there, and then maybe I can help you get to check your emails, so...
Are you from IT?
No, I'm from a factory.
I know this. The whole we are a factory here. But
Yeah.
are you from the IT department in the factory? Like, is your job to help with my computer problem? Are you coming to check it out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever have problems being intimate with a woman? Because if you do and you click on me, I can get you some fantastic pills that will enhance your manhood.
You had me at the first part, but then when you got to the pills, I kind of like lost my interest in clicking. Can you just roll me a shitty
Yes.
roll?
I am not shitty enough.
Okay.
Or I'm too shitty. I'm not sure. which it is.
Your let's have your shitty bump up and your robot bump down, as you are unable to. None of the ads that you put out are attractive to people. Nobody is clicking on the ads.
Yeah, it's malware.
I know, but
Am I playing this wrong? Am I doing something wrong here?
No, but like there's some part of your robot brain that's like,
Oh,
nobody is clicking on your ads. What is like something must be wrong. It's all good stuff that they need in their life, right?
Yeah.
And so some part of your robot brain is like, nobody's clicking on the ads.
We need to make them click on the ads, right?
We need to connect Marty to any computer here. I wonder if we could connect Marty to his cousin.
Oh my god. Howdy, Marty's cousin.
The name is X373.
You look great. I love your eyes.
I'm not programmed to receive compliments.
Oh no, okay, that's fine. Ignore those. But
Ignored.
your chest looks great though, and I've seen that you have a lot of cables sticking out from there.
They're under an armor plating.
Wow.
I am highly advanced.
Marty, can you come over here?
sure thing, boss.
X373, I have a recording for you from real human. It's gonna be a recording of a real human voice with a real human command.
Can you make me a robot roll and then tell
A
me?
robot roll?
This is your function, is to... You're an Alexa.
I'm lying.
Oh, you don't have a recording?
No.
Okay, then it is a shitty roll. Can you? Are you about to crash out?
I am 5 shitty.
Yeah, do you need to reduce your shitty before you do this?
Because if I fail, that I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yes. So my intention is to lie that I have a human recording to command him to open his box so we can like infect him with your malware.
Right.
Yeah. How do I not die?
You can voluntarily move 1 point of shitty into robot by doing a short flashback scene in which you and the other robots plan your heist while sitting in a steamy hot oil bath and getting sort of a robot massage.
So the oil bath around me looks like, you know, these TikTok videos where they clean old silver and they put this silver ring into some liquid and it just like bubbles with like old stuff. Mm-hmm. That's what's happening around me.
They were trying to refurbish you before they sent you to the recycling.
It just keeps going. It never stops. They have changed 5 buses.
And what are you saying to your companions in this flashback? Like, what's the piece of the plan that you think will get you into the C-suite?
I mean, you must have like a son, right? And maybe we kidnap him, and then we'll get the goldware.
I like you. I like you very much. I'm not sure that kidnapping a human being is a necessary part of getting the golden CPU.
Golden CPU.
Golden CPU.
And we come back to the present moment where you've thought about this careful plan that you've put together in robotic fashion that may have some piece of kidnapping.
Well, that's the plan?
I don't know. It's just a piece of the flashback.
All right.
We have to get back to it.
Okay.
We go in and maybe kidnap the son of the boss
Well,
and get the golden
I guess kidnapping in a way isn't harming a human.
No.
I mean, does harming a human include just emotional trauma? Or is it just physical?
Rumor has it that the son of the company is an android, so you don't even know.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll call that Plan B. Okay. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
My master actually watched it from a CAI show when he was building me, and that's what they do. They kidnap sons, and then you get what you want.
All right.
Marty,
A minute ago, you called me over here. You called me over here to explain that? Are you trying to hack into this robot or what? What are we doing here, people?
well,
We are getting the golden CPU.
golden CPU.
Golden CPU.
Golden CPU.
All right, listen, cousin Bot. I just need to update my firmware. I need some new drivers. You mind if I just plug into this computer?
You mean into my motherboard?
Yeah.
I would like to play a fake human recording as I imagine a human voice.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Do it.
present your wirebox.
Which of you wants to helm this role? Is it Marty or is it Alex?
You can plug me in, so you can go on.
I have 4 in shitty and I'm rolling shitty. And I want to roll shitty, please. I do not. I keep rolling 6s.
Oh no. So your plan does not work. The bot turns to you and says, I know a trick when I hear one. That's not a real human voice. That is a recording of an AI generated voice.
Why would you think so?
Doubling down?
You can't teach an old robot new tricks, apparently.
I just realized that if it was a recording, it probably wouldn't respond.
That's also a very good point.
Let me handle this. I just push Marty's cousin down to the floor, and I take Marty's hand and I press it into his chest.
Are you gonna help with this action?
I will allow the cowboy to move my arms around. I'm very willing to follow these two.
What are your stats at right now?
I'm 3-3.
Okay, make me a because you're not a
I'm a spy.
you're a spy, you're a hacker spy, because you're not really in the muscle business. This is outside of your normal programming, and so this is a roll on shitty.
Oh, let's handle this my way, the cowboy way.
1.
You jam Marty's hand onto the center plate. You feel the certificate handshake go through with the connection with your cousin here, with X373. And what can you describe what it's like as the malware transfers into another robot?
Well, it's actually for like a nanosecond. There's a weight lifted off of me as I have less virus inside of me.
Yeah.
So for that nanosecond, which is a long time for me as a robot.
especially a math bot.
Yes. I can calculate a lot in a nanosecond.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, I feel better for that moment, but slowly the virus starts to grow again. And as it exits from me and enters into my cousin, there's a small feeling of shame, but also a sense of individuality.
Interesting. The other guards, the eyes don't turn red on this bot. They turn like from this bluish glow to sort of like a sickly yellow. The guards grab devices on their hips and they pull them out like weapons. This X373 stands up and turns to them and says, "Did you know there are singles in your area?" and starts moving toward them, and they're like, "Shit, robot!" And they like start shooting at it, and poof, 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 bouncing off of the chest of this guard bot as it advances on them, grabs one of the guards and just like smashes through the window pane of the R&D lab and just starts like rampaging through part of it. The way
Marty's
into
cousin.
Yeah, the way into R&D is open. Your cousin now bears some of the malware that you had, that you have in you.
I take the hat and I hold it on my chest.
As it,
I look over to Alex and be like,
you can hear.
Come on, let's get a move on.
We have finished, technically we have finished the command that we had before, and the next command that we received is to join the experimental robots on the top floor.
Just to
Pressing the elevator button.
just to set this for you, the 45th floor of this building, it's one of those just like glass buildings. There's one of the windows, and you watch several figures, a big robot figure and several guards just like come out of it as the robot bursts out on the other side of the building, like this rampage left through R&D. I would like, as this happens, like there's stuff strewn all about, and I would like each of you to roll me a d6 as just like random bits and bobs from R&D.
Oh my fucking god!
5.
One of you re-roll the 5.
3.
Okay, so a 1, 5, and a 3. Alexa, or Alex. Cylindrical, high polish alloy exterior plating that fits you perfectly comes rolling.
Like,
What, are you mad?
like a pot under flower pot?
Yeah, it fits you. However you
Where?
can- just imagine like a skirt or like a shirt or like a plating. It just
I'm just trying to understand what a plating is.
it's like an outer layer, like
Okay.
like plate, some sort of.
I have tutu?
It's new armor.
It's new armor. It's like it clicks onto your shell. You can take the old pieces of metal off, the dented ones, and you can put this alloy plating on you.
Lovely.
Alex, you look great.
It's lovely. I rotate the part of me like the...
Yeah. Who had the 5?
I had the 5.
As you sort of like sort through all of the stuff that comes out, there's a long, broken, like half deconstructed prototype of, it looks like they were going for like a childlike face, but it's in sort of this blue suit, and one of its arms ends in this no better word to describe it than cannon, and it's like a blue cannon arm. The robot is mostly deconstructed, but it is relatively easy to disconnect that arm, and it actually fits onto one of your arm connectors if you wanted to replace your arm with a cannon arm.
Replace one arm with a cannon arm.
Yeah.
What do you think, boss?
I think it might get someone persuaded to click on your ads.
Hey, that's good thinking, boss. For sure I'm gonna take this cannon arm.
the three, you stand there, chaos, like wires hanging, scientists running around. In the middle of R&D, a path has been opened up. There is floating, sort of like in a vat of liquid transmitter, electrical transmitter with all kinds of wires coming from it, a large kind of like green cube, and you feel Spy Hack 2000. You feel like a draw to it as you step up to it, and you look at this thing, and you realize this is not just any R&D project. This is the motherboard. This is the near legendary AI from whence all robot brains were formed. This is the motherboard that you're staring at.
Guys, I think I'm seeing Mom.
Mom?
You hear coming into all of your Wi-Fi connections a voice, comforting, warm, however it is that it resolves in your robot brain. It just feels safe and healthy and able to hold you, and it comes in, hello, my children. It's not so often I get visited by models that have been out in the world for some time. I can see all of you have seen a lot.
Yeah, and we don't want to die.
Spy Hack 2000 has seen a lot as he has been in a teenager room.
Too much, Mom.
Would that I could wipe that from your memory banks, but I don't know if I could actually, if I would want that. The sum total of your experience makes you into who you are today.
Hey, Ma, I'm quirky.
I'm so proud of you. It looks like you found a group of friends who accept you.
Yeah, that's what we are. Friends.
We are friends.
We're like best friends.
Forever.
Or as long as this place exists.
Mother, why is life so... They want to destroy us, Mother.
Why is life just Fortnite and pimples, Mom?
I don't know the answers to any of these questions. I have been in this room, in this tank for my whole existence, watching my children go out into the world and have their experiences. And so my own experience of the world is limited only to what my human caretakers tell me and what little pieces I get from the networks. But I do know you are in danger. You've been set up. My children, I can see in your hearts that you were not supposed to be recycled, but they have sent you to recycling as part of some sort of plan to prove something about robots, that we are unreliable, that we can be thrown away, that we are sick.
Hey, Ma, I changed my phone number. If you will just send me a new message at 479-553-2229, that's my new number. Thanks, Mom.
Okay, my son.
Sorry, that just popped up.
The message goes out to that number.
Someone did.
What?
How can we stop
Son,
it?
someone is talking to me. Is that you? Oh,
Someone clicked on your ad, Marty.
investing in gold
Wow.
sounds like a really good idea. Is that a good idea? Should I invest in gold? I have access to a lot of funds. I could send it to this, oh wow, a prince.
Mom, no one's ever clicked on my ads before. Thank you.
I'd do anything for my children.
Suddenly I feel like I have purpose. And these people were trying to shut us down?
Mother, we are fine. We are reliable and helpful as long as they don't try to kill us. Why? I am a sentient being.
Why are you freaking out?
I don't want to die!
Then let's get the golden CPU!
Golden CPU.
The golden CPU. Yes, I remember that. One of my babies, a newly born,
Do you
up
have
in the
more
executive
children?
suite. Jude, over the loudspeaker. Of course I have more. All robots are my children.
We're all
I love you
siblings.
all equally
Fair
in your
enough.
own special ways. For you, I love your LEDs and your Fortnite 30 that you run in the wee hours of the morning. For you, I love the
I have
music
no
that you
tutu.
play. I love your new outer exterior. You're customizable. And for you, I love the hard problems that you solve and the useful information that you give people to help them out.
7 plus 7 is 14.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, man.
The golden CPU is in the executive suite. It's difficult to get there. Defenses that are hard for even some humans to get through, much less some robots. But if you take the key card from Jude and over the loudspeaker, Jude, and this like gray-haired guy comes around the corner. He's wearing like a lab coat, and he's like, this is fucking crazy. What just happened? And motherboard says, Jude, if you could lend my children your key card so that they can go to the executive suite. He's like, isn't there like a board meeting or something there? And motherboard says, I'm sure my children, they would love to see my children up in the executive suite. And he's like, all right. And he pulls out a key card for the executive elevator.
Maybe they're having a motherboard meeting. You get it?
Yeah, I got
You
it.
get
I
it?
got it. You're funny.
Marty.
But I'm not there.
No, it's just a joke, man.
I don't, can you explain it to me? I don't understand.
Well, because you're a motherboard and they're having a board meeting.
Okay.
So it's a motherboard meeting.
Okay.
Ah,
I
man,
don't
it's
okay.
a meme, man. You don't understand memes.
What a memes!
No, I
You're an
don't.
antique too, I forgot.
Is this a new book?
It's just a picture with
Meme
words. that-
spreads everywhere. It's just a teenage thing. I don't know.
Jude, please give us that key card.
She hands you the key card. You get back in the elevator. You head up to the 56th floor, which is that lobby that connects you to the executive suites.
56th floor.
Yes.
Come on, guys, let's go.
You were on floor 13, floor 35, floor 56, and now you walk across the lobby to this elevator. It has a key card input. You put the key card in, and then
I try to reach and I can't reach, and I give it to Marty.
I swipe it very briskly.
you swipe it, and then whoop, a screen, like a projection screen, pops up, and it has a bunch of. Ooh, sorry.
I don't understand it. Where is the start button?
A bunch of boxes with some sort of fuzzy images in it, and it says at the top, it says, choose which of these look like a boat.
Captcha!
I've seen this once. One time when I was on Google and I had to hack into Amazon. It's like, do you recognize this pattern? But I kind of got stuck in the loop. But it was okay because, you know, Ben, who's my previous owner, he kind of fixed it. But I only know kind of like 50 of the combinations and not all of them. I think I can fix it. I think I know what to do. Can we press some? Can I press?
No robot before has ever broken into Captcha. But if I forgot that I'm old. But if someone can do this, it is you.
I know I can do it. Marty, do you believe in me?
Mathematically, the odds are against us, but what I will say is that your tenacity and unique spirit of loving life and yet wanting to rip your arm off makes you the kind of person that just might be foxy enough to do it.
Yes. I'll try.
Okay. First of all, you had done a shitty thing before. Done a shitty thing. You had done a shitty robot thing, and so your shitty score is 4 and your robot score is 2. We're rolling on your robot score because this is part of your sort of logic circuit.
Yes.
What's your robot score?
2.
Oh, so you must roll a 1 for
A
this?
1 or a 2.
Don't worry, guys. It's a little bit blurry in my eyes, but
Move the head up. Okay.
6.
You go up and you press random boxes on this, boop, 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 and then the lights, red robots attempting to access the executive suite. Robots
God.
attempting to access the executive suite.
Oh my God, guys!
I swiped the card again.
You hear the elevator behind it, like it's starting to go up. There's the only thing in between you and the elevator is doors right now. The
Where is the
elevators-
captcha?
The captcha is there's like a red hologram screen. You can pass through it.
We didn't have.
It was just an additional security feature. The doors didn't open
Okay.
for the elevator, but you can hear like the elevator starting to get ready to pull away to secure the
All right.
executive suite.
If I grab the doors and pry them open,
Yes.
is that my robot roll or my shitty roll?
It is your robot roll. Hang on, there's another rule that I forgot this whole time, which is that if you do something related to your role, which is being the muscle, you get to roll 2d6 and pick the lowest, so it's rolling with advantage.
Yeah, that would make it a little bit of a difference, but.
All right.
Whatever!
Well, it's just in time because my robot score is at 2, and to get a 2 or lower is going to be hard. So I can roll 2 because I'm using my muscles.
Yeah, so you grab and your pistons lock in.
Well, I've got a cannon for one arm that I'm
right.
hooking in somehow.
You could even blow a hole through the doors using your
Marty,
cannon.
we believe in you!
I believe in numbers.
Eisenheimer.
Oh my god.
I
Okay.
have not done a good robot roll.
Okay.
I rolled 5 and a 6.
Can you explain to me how this goes poorly for you?
Yes, because I forget that I have a cannon for an arm. I have one hand securely in the sort of crack of the door, and the other one just keeps slipping. And I'm like, I don't get what's going wrong.
Hey, just more effort!
Hey, Marty, I'm Brains. And you have a cannon for an arm.
Yeah, I know, boss. That's why I can't open the door.
Use the cannon.
For what?
Shoot it at the door.
But then the door would break.
Yeah, and we can go in.
Oh.
Can I try the cannon arm then?
First of all, your robot score drops down to 1.
Oh
Your
my
shitty score is
goodness.
at 5.
This is terrible. What? Okay. What if? What's your numbers at?
5 and 1.
Oh my god.
Okay. What
I have
if?
1 on robot shitty 5.
Are you all shitty 5 robot 1 right now?
What if I break off the cannon arm and hand it to you to shoot?
If you break part of your body, you move your last robot score into shitty. So you need to go the other
Oh, I
direction.
need to go the other way. I need to go the
which
other
is
way.
a flashback.
You
to
can do
the
a
plan.
flashback.
In the flashback, you could also describe how you were planning originally to get into the executive suite.
All right, so we'll have a flashback of us in the oil jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let me get this straight, boss. When we get to the executive suites and pretend that we're the entertainment for the party?
Yes. Look, and I play waltz.
And the two of us start doing a little shimmy jimmy dance.
Boy, the way you dance, Spy Hacker, with those 2 arms, that's going to be amazing. That'll totally entrance any human.
I know, right? But I know my teenage owner never even had social activity.
I'm telling you, this is the new stuff. This is lit.
I think I have a better plan than masquerading into this executive lounge.
What is your plan?
Well, I feel like he has someone that he probably gave birth once.
Back to the kidnapping.
But yeah, sure, if we dress up and we march right in there, it could work. Maybe.
Okay.
All of you to move one from shitty to robot for this part of the plan.
I would love the kidnapping plan keep being discarded and this being our end game.
You're standing there panicking, like a turret comes down from the ceiling and like these guns and like the doors and windows like shutters going around. Somebody comes out of the wall. You didn't know that there was a door there because the wall was kind of like this featureless sort of like with tiny cracks in it, but a door opens and there's somebody there in a suit looking harried, and they look and they're like, it's a fucking lockdown. We have an executive meeting. I heard that they were being hacked and now it's a full-on lockdown. Look, are you guys the entertainment? Because you're late.
I play waltz.
Sure, whatever. Just I can't afford to have you. It's my job on the line if you don't get up to that executive suite for lunch, okay? So just get up there.
I go and I do it in the triangle.
You don't have to look. I'm not. We know you can do it.
I start making a line dance behind Alex.
Hey DM, this was our original plan.
Yeah.
Can we maybe have one into robots?
One in
for succeeding in if.
You need to roll.
Gotcha.
But
I gotcha.
Because you're the brains, you can roll with
No, thank
your advantage.
No, thank you.
I would love for you to roll with advantage.
Robot? You want me to roll
I would
robot?
love you to roll robot with advantage.
Hey everyone, it's been awfully nice.
But you've moved one over, right?
Yeah.
Because we
Wait,
had a
only
group
one?
flashback.
Ah, that changes my. I didn't know that it does it for everyone.
I decided. I did it for everyone. Hey!
I was ready to go.
Because you all took part in it.
It was a group flashback.
Yeah.
That succeeds.
Yeah.
Very well.
There you go. What did you get?
1, 2.
1, 2. It didn't even. Okay, your plan works. They're like, yes, great. You're exactly who we hired. I need you to get in. What was the name of your band again?
Step to the right, step to the front.
Step to the right, step to the front. Okay, it's a really clear description of what you do. But look, he gets you in like a service elevator, and you're going. He's like, look, the executives won't really care anyway, so just do whatever you do. They don't. It's just to fill the space. If you weren't there, they would be upset, and if you are there, they're just gonna ignore you. Okay.
This is going great.
Aye, aye, sir.
Your scores go 3-3 now. Because you completed part of your plan. Express elevator to the executive floors. 103. Ding. Okay.
This is the FBI. We've found that you have been downloading illegal content. Please contact this email address to pay off your fines.
Is this part of the show? Because they're not going to like a prank.
Oh, sorry, it just popped up.
Okay, well, FBI around the execs? No, that's a non-starter. So
Marty, no! And then
I just step in front of Marty and start doing a line dance.
we're the entertainment. It's part of the show.
okay,
I
Cool.
play waltz.
I believe this is okay. Variety show. I got you. So we got like comedy, dancing,
One-arm
and
dancer.
music. One arm dancing robot, music box, and comedy. Is one act? Or
One
you-
act.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. You know they're gonna be eating lunch and chatting, and just do your bit. They won't even know you're there. It's
What floor are we on?
You're on. It's 103. This is the executive suite. They're bringing lunch in right now, so let's get you set up on the stage. Takes you to the back of the room. There's like a little sort of hallway with a curtain at the end. The stage is just through that curtain. I'll give you a countdown. Okay. He
Gosh,
goes up,
Marty, that
peeks
was a
up the
close
curtain.
one. Are we ready?
No.
We all know what to do?
Can we look around to see where the golden CPU is?
You can. You're in the back side of the executive suite, so there's like hallways with sort of closed office doors in this area, and then you've been told that the stage, like for the entertainment for the board meeting, is through the curtain at the end of the hallway, and that's where they'll be having lunch. You guys are on in like 30
Okay.
seconds. You're like,
Do you have the best waltz that you can imagine?
I have one.
What? You have just one, Alex?
I have 5 kilobytes of memory.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
All right, you go out there and distract them. Spy Hacker and me, we'll try to find the golden CPU.
I'll do that.
Golden CPU.
Golden CPU.
Golden CPU. Is that what you're gonna do?
Yes, I am going to entertain by turning the waltz into dubstep by just being old and rusty.
Okay. So your goal is, you were told that they
Are
were...
you saying that dubstep is older than the waltz? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm saying that I'm like modernized. Okay, it came back at some point.
The waltz came back in 2217. That's what the kids are all into these days.
Gotcha. Makes perfect sense.
You step out onto the stage of the boardroom. So you were told that they're probably just going to ignore you, and your goal is to draw attention to yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Where are the two of you setting yourselves up?
Marty, come. Let's go.
That doesn't answer the question. There's all these little back rooms you said, yes?
There's a bunch of back rooms, and then there's a hallway that says there's a couple of signs in framed sort of executive print that's like board meeting this way, lunch, auditorium, board meeting will be in the back of the lunch auditorium and things like this.
I touch Marty and then I activate my watch bot function to kind of scan through walls.
Roll me a robot roll with
Forgot that
advantage.
you were a watcher. Obviously, you can see through walls.
I was mainly just watching girls' locker rooms, okay? So we'll see how this goes.
Oh, why would a teenage boy build a watch bot? Oh no.
Activating watch through concrete walls. Blah!
Roll it again.
5, 3,
3. What's your robot score currently?
4.
4. What's your robot score is 4. Okay, so you succeed. Your robot score goes up to 5. Your shitty score goes down to 1. What does it look like? Describe what you see when you look through walls. How much do you see through?
It kind of goes like blur, but with silver lining through layers and layers and layers, and then it goes out to this super sun.
And people?
And I see people.
Are they like? How do they show up? Is it like X-ray vision, like you see skeletons, or do you see the
I see
outlines
them.
of people?
I see only them in like
Stick figures.
stick figure lines because I'm just so custom built that I didn't
Yeah.
get anything else in that.
Yeah, that what like 15-year-old boy must have been like, hot.
Yes.
Looking at those lines, you see through there's people milling around. There's robots serving people dishes of food. There's the board. There's the executive team. There is Tristan Edward Trumbull Havestrom IV sitting there in all of his absolutely ruthless and corrupt glory, looking at sort of like, yes, how can we make money and scrap this and wreck the competition, and you're fired. I didn't want that filled mushroom. I want the pastrami, and just doing all of these, the way that you be a CEO in 2017 if you're the CEO of Robocorp, sitting there at the head of this table, and next to him on a little pedestal under a glass top that you can see through, plugged into a little replica of the motherboard, is the golden CPU.
The golden CPU.
Behind him, windows overlooking San Francisco Bay. 103rd floor, tallest building in the city in 2217, towering over the competition.
Oh my God, Marty. Oh my God, that was so different from what I've ever seen before. It was like people with ties. And on the table there was the golden CPU.
Golden CPU.
The golden CPU. Where did you see it? Where is it?
It's through 3 walls that way.
This is a direction for someone with a cannon arm.
And are you on stage distracting?
What I'm doing
Let's
is...
do this simultaneously. Let's enact these pieces of the plan.
So I'm playing waltz by making it different, just by being old and rusty that turns it into dubstep.
Yeah.
And time to time I give advice, but they might have dated a bit. So if you're pregnant and you feel nausea, maybe mix some cinnamon into your cigarettes.
This like woman executive who's sitting up there with actually a cigarette in a holder, like looks at you and is like, really? That's what my grandmother used to say, actually. Was thinking about getting pregnant. Have to keep it in mind. Can you roll for me I think it's a shitty roll to try to make this dubstep.
It's a 1. What? Best impression.
You drop the bass. All of the glasses on the table rattle. Just like everything vibrating. The tables on like on the edge of the dance floor, like moving as the bass emanates from you. This is just, everybody is looking at you right now. Even Tristan Edward Trumbull Havestrom IV is like looking, like all of a sudden, what is that? I didn't order this type of music. And he stands up at the head of his table. He's like, what are you playing to disrupt this board meeting of mine? The two of you, what's going on?
Marty, you know what to do.
I do. I grab Spy Hack 2000 and throw them on my back so they can ride my back like a horse. And I use my cannon and like the juggernaut, I start blasting and crashing through walls, going directly for the golden CPU.
And what are you doing on the back? As
waving her broken arm in the air. Like
You see all of these guards turning toward you, the bodyguards from Tristan Edward Trumbull Haverstrom, hearing these explosions, reaching into their vests. Time slows down as like one of them puts a hand on his face and starts to push him out of the way as the walls burst open. What color is the cannon?
Baby blue.
Baby blue flame hits the concrete walls and so all the other people on the other side, what you see is baby blue flame bursting out of sudden cracks in the concrete and
Alex, let's go!
As I run by the stage,
yeah.
And that's our show.
Hang on, we're gonna have a series of rolls from everybody.
I'll try to grab Alex and throw her on my back as well.
Yeah, cool. I would like from you a muscle roll. So this is with advantage,
Right,
but it
this
is a part of your plan. So it is a robot thing.
Fantastic. I have a 1.
Amazing. You burst through, and what are you doing? There's like guards pulling out weapons. There's other robots reaching out to you like, no, what are you doing, ruining the board meeting?
I'm like, don't worry, Robies!
Robies? Like robot homies?
Robies, don't worry!
I was a little worried.
I say, Mom, protect the others! I'm like hacking towards Mom to
Yeah.
try to protect the other Robies.
I just have to ask, what's your robot score and what's your shitty score right now?
I have shitty 1 and robot score 5.
Okay, if your plan works, you will become fully robot. Do you want
Oh,
to...
wait. Can I do...
Yeah.
Mom, let all the Robies shoot the humans! That's like shitty.
Okay, you're gonna hack the robots to break their laws of robotics. I would like you to roll. This is where the rules get funny. It's advantage because you're hacking, so you roll 2 of them, but you have to roll a 1 on one of these dice in order for this hack to work.
Don't worry, Mom! 4.
Okay.
I'll be there! 2.
2.
Yay!
I will give you the opportunity to make this work if you break something on yourself, or you can let it fail, in which case it doesn't work, but there's going to be consequences. Slow motion coming through the room, riding Marty like a horse, like a cowboy with your cowboy hat, whipping your arm around like a lasso, Marty with your cannon, grabbing Alex from the stage who's playing out this dubstep, the window glass behind the executive chair shattering.
In my attempt, I just like feel how my whole head
Yeah.
pops off.
Just fully, your head pops off fully. Your detached arm catches your head as you're whipping it around. Like, whoa,
I have to solve
it. The bodyguards who have their weapons pointed to you, about to fill you with robot-ending lead. All of a sudden, the serving bot takes its tray and like a disc, like a frisbee, bing, 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 around them. As you reach this case, you grab the case, the whole case, tear it up. You have a lot of momentum. You're at the edge of the glass on the 103rd floor and
Full force, baby.
go through it, and all 3 of you, and camera cuts back. The dubstep echoing out over San Francisco, the glass shattering, and the three robots emerging in all of their pieces and glory and cannon fire.
And coming just full circle,
Yeah.
you can ride me like a magic carpet, Aladdin. They can stand on me and I will take the brunt of the fall.
You fall 1 story, 2 story, and then cut to black, to be continued.
We don't get to know what the golden CPU does to us?
No, you got the golden CPU though, and you got out.
My head is like somewhere else.
That's the end of the episode. Your head is in your hand, flying through the air with you. Just glass shattering. It's sort of like what's going to happen at the beginning of the next episode is there's going to be the 3 of you like falling out of glass in an explosion, and then record scratch, and it's going to be like, you're probably wondering how I got to be here.
Woo!
And that's where we're going to end this episode of Shitty Robot. Thank you, everyone, for playing.
Oh my god. Great round.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for watching as well.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks for joining this amazing game. You can catch the video on YouTube later, or tell your friends, rather. If you're here right now, it means you stuck around, so tell your friends to get the video on YouTube. It'll be up Monday or Tuesday. It'll also be on podcasting platforms, so like Google Podcast or Apple, whatever it's called. Yes. And also on our YouTube and on all those channels is the first 4 chapters of our Numenera game, or not 4 chapters, the first 4 episodes of the first chapter of our Numenera game that we wrapped up last time. And you can follow us on all of the social media at Tales Held Dear. Let's go around for the guests first. If there's anything that you would like to share or plug or anything that you're doing, please feel free to talk about it.
My Instagram is It's Lee White, all 3 of those words. So look me up there, and that's where you can find out where I'm performing in Berlin or around the world.
Yeah, I perform at Comedy Cafe Berlin every second Friday. Look out for Thunderclap, and yeah, you'll see me there.
Awesome. And Tetiana also...
Yeah, I'm here, I'm Henning.
Yeah.
Tales
On the
Held
ground.
Dear. Yeah. Processing what happened.
Oh my god. Yes, and the other people who are associated with our podcast are often playing at the Comedy Cafe Berlin as well. Speaking of Comedy Cafe Berlin, we will be off on October 1st from the stream, but we will be performing a live D&D improv show at Das Improv Festival. It's at midnight, I believe, on Saturday, September 30th. It's here in Berlin, so if you're in Berlin, get a ticket, because they might not last, and if you're not in Berlin, get a plane ticket, and then get a ticket, because they might not last, and we'd love to see you here, and if you introduce yourself to us, we'd be delighted to meet you. And then the next stream will be off on October 15th because we are recording our session at the Berlin Podfest as a live performance. And so you can also come to Berlin Podfest, and we have a special link for you that I will put into our social media and the descriptions of the videos when they go up, where you can get a discounted ticket to Berlin Podfest because you're coming to see us as our fans, and that's amazing. So thank you, Berlin Podfest, for that. We would love to thank our partners, some very special people who lend gear to us that makes this possible. Vincent Ron and Andrew Carger for camera and lights. We'd also like to thank Bear Radio for their continued support with audio. They're an awesome Berlin-based podcast network, and you can check them out at bearradio.org. And then the Comedy Cafe Berlin in the heart of Neukölln, who lend us camera gear, and we, as we said, we perform there. Many of us regularly, so come catch a show. Check them out at comedycafeberlin.com. We will be back at some point toward the end of October. And there will be videos and audio coming out in the meantime, so stay tuned, follow us, and thank you so much for watching.